If you think pollution in our oceans is bad, just wait until you hear about the pollution we're building up in space. The European Space Agency says we've got over 750,000 individual pieces of debris currently orbiting the planet, and every single one of them is a catastrophe waiting to happen. In other words, Earth has some space junk in its trunk, and if we keep dumping stuff in the sky, humanity could be in big trouble. You're watching The Deets, a show where we demystify the technologies that are shaping the future. I'm your host, Riley Wynn. When you look up in the sky at night, you're seeing more than just stars. The space around our planet is filled with discarded satellites, upper stages of rockets, and thousands of pieces of space litter. But exactly how much junk have we thrown into the final frontier? There are more than 5,000 objects larger than 3 feet long, 20,000 objects over 4 inches, and around 750,000 half-inch long objects orbiting the Earth at any given moment. And the problem will just keep getting worse because of our heavy reliance on satellites. Elon Musk wants to put over 12,000 satellites into space within the next few years as part of Project Starlink. Scientists at the European Space Agency, or ESA, are so worried about the amount of space clutter we're generating, they're sounding the alarm about something called Kessler syndrome. That's a cascade effect of collisions that creates more and more debris until space travel becomes effectively impossible. We're not there yet, but satellites already have to make special maneuvers to avoid smacking into trash. You may be thinking, okay, I get why bigger debris is a problem, but what about the stuff that's smaller than half an inch? Is that really an issue? Well, these tiny chunks of junk are typically traveling at tens of thousands of miles an hour, making them more dangerous than bullets from a gun. At those high speeds, a piece of space junk just a single centimeter in diameter can easily have the same level of energy on impact as a double-decker bus driving at freeway speeds. The ESA is calling attention to the space junk issue, releasing a visual aid to help humans understand how bad the problem really is. Check it out. It begins 9.5 billion miles away, where space debris is scarce, then zooms into what's called the geostationary ring of Earth's orbit, where the average distance between two objects is less than 120 miles. Next is low Earth orbit, where 2/3 of all large man-made space objects are spinning around, including active satellites, defunct satellites, rocket stages, and more. Sharing this orbit with all the debris is the International Space Station, which sports plenty of scars from collisions with these tiny fragments. A Dutch artist is also shining light on the issue, literally. Daan Roosegaarde has come up with a project where he shines ultra-powerful LEDs into the sky to pinpoint the individual pieces of space junk as they whiz past Earth at speeds of up to 17,000 miles per hour. So there's plenty of work being done to spread awareness about the issue. But who's actually trying to fix it? Researchers at Tsinghua University in China have come up with a solution for dealing with extraterrestrial trash, a trash-eating spacecraft. The idea is that it will fly around capturing small debris, size less than 10 centimeters in diameter, using a net. Then that same craft will grind the space junk into powder and use it for fuel. The Japanese Aerospace Exploration Agency, or JAXA, have worked on a similar concept with a giant net. But this one has an electronic space whip 6 football fields long. What that does is creates a magnetic force strong enough to affect movement of targeted trash, slowing it down and causing its orbit to decay. The idea is that the junk would burn up as it enters the Earth's atmosphere. But rather than cleaning up the trash in space, why don't humans just stop polluting it to begin with? Well, there's something called the Space Debris Office, and yes, that really is a thing. They created a space sustainability rating. It's a set of guidelines for future satellite operators and space launches. These guidelines are currently being developed by the World Economic Forum, MIT, and the European Space Agency. Sounds great, right? Except anyone trying to clean up space pollution will face the same resistance as anyone trying to clean up pollution here on Earth. It will force companies to put sustainability ahead of profit. If all goes as planned, humanity will be able to get its act together in the next few decades and nip this problem in the bud before we trap ourselves under an impenetrable umbrella of high-velocity space garbage. Hey guys, we actually read the comments. This topic was recommended by someone in a previous episode. So if you have any other tech topics you'd like us to break down or explore, let us know in the comments below. Until next time, I'm Riley Wynn with Digital Trends, and thanks for watching.